Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an advanced Dungeons and Dragons advice video on Potion Miscibility. But before I get into it, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on social media, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there. I like to think I write good stories that make you think. I wrote a 3-book science fiction Western series called Drifters. I wrote a fun story about a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. It's called The House Off Farrago Road. I wrote a political fantasy called The Righteous President. And I wrote 2 books. I'm working on the 3rd one now. They're science fiction, futuristic, space warfare kind of thing. It's a study of humanity from an alien perspective. The first one is called Vanguard 1. The second one is called Task Force Terminus. I hope you get my books, and I hope you like them. Now, on with this video. Potion Miscibility. Years ago, I used to play pretty regular with my friend Donald. Donald was a great guy. He was an excellent player. The only issue I had was that he had a tendency to read the info in the rule books, the information in the books, and selectively ignore certain portions of the text. For example, this guy loved, and I mean loved, using potions. At the time, our primary dungeon master was a real piece of shit named Bill, and Bill allowed him great leeway in ignoring those selected sections of the text. The first time Donald played in my game, he had a very, very rude awakening. He was going into combat and quickly downed a potion of fire giant strength, a potion of heroism, a potion of fire resistance, a potion of invulnerability, a potion of growth, and several others. I counted those potions and had him roll on the potion miscibility table for each potion after the first. The 5th potion caused an explosion inside his body, and the 7th one poisoned him and he died outright. He was pissed, but I'd explained to him and everyone else that I'd be running the game much more by the book, so be careful what you do, and I did specifically mention potion miscibility. He ignored me, and he chugged a dozen potions at once. That was on him. On page 119 of the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Dungeon Master's Guide, there's an entire section on drinking potions, applying oils, and potion miscibility. I suggest you read through that section very, very thoroughly. The gist of that section on miscibility is thus. Anytime more than one potion is mixed or drunk simultaneously, there is a possibility that they won't mix well. Bad things can happen. The alchemists who fabricate such potions do not coordinate their ingredients. Sometimes the ingredients for the same potion can be substituted by different alchemists. Medusa snakes for cockatrice blood, for example. That kind of thing. You know, when you're looking to petrify something. Sometimes different potions fabricated by the same alchemist have ingredients that don't mix well together either, even though they were made by the same guy. Remember, if he could make a potion that had growth, fire giant strength, invulnerability, flight, and speed, and a dozen other effects all at the same time without any side effects, why would he make separate potions? You see what I mean? The chart on page 119 is very reasonable. It gives roughly about an 8% chance of bad results. There's roughly a 55% chance of all the potions working as desired. So it's not a cruel or a vicious chart. It's pretty reasonable. If any of your players decide to play mix and match with potions to give, that they found, ask them to roll a D100 for each potion after the first one. They'll learn real quick to be careful. I know Donald did, because that only happened once. After that, he was very careful. He still liked the potions, but he was careful. He was much more careful, and that's what you need in first edition. Because I did a video a while back called "Accidental Deaths." Check that out. Yeah, in first edition, you can die accidentally. Just saying. I hope this finds everybody well. And remember, I'm not trying to tell people how to play their games, how to run their games. My goal here is to give you ideas on how to make your game better and how to juggle being a dungeon master, because that can be difficult sometimes. I've been doing this a long time. I've been playing almost 50 years. So hope this finds everybody well. And again, feel free to use, abuse, ignore, whatever, change or ignore whatever I say. And the main rule is, as long as your players are having fun, you're doing it right. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. We elect cookie-cutter politicians every single election cycle. Yes men who maintain the status quo and do just enough to make us believe the system still works. Imagine, if you will, a president who actually tries to fix things. If you like action, political intrigue, and a righteous crusade, check out my political thriller, The Righteous President.